Hello, brother, and welcome to the first video of the three-part clarity series. In this first video, we're going to talk about hypergamy. Maybe you already heard the term hypergamy from some other dating coaches or masculinity coaches or some relationship coaches. If you did, that's fine, but still, you need to watch this first video until the end because I'm going to go deeper on it. And if you're not watching this video until the end, you're not going to understand why video 2 and video 3 of the nervous system, why those videos are correlated with each other, and why it's important to watch video 1 until the end. Otherwise, you will not really understand video 2 and video 3, and you will not understand really why she pulled away, even when the attraction was real between the two of you. Okay? So, hypergamy. Maybe when you heard about hypergamy or you read about hypergamy or you watched videos about hypergamy, you also heard of the term sexual market value. Now, sexual market value, to say it easily to you what it is, it's how attractive, valuable she experiences you in dating. When she's dating you, how valuable does she sees you? Okay? And when we hear that word valuable, we see that word valuable, we think, of course, about sexual market value. Now, before I go deeper on sexual market value, there's also a thing that you need to know about how different we see sexual market value. How we see sexual market value to a woman and how a woman sees sexual market value to a man. Because when we value a woman on her sexual market value, we value that woman based on her beauty, based on her physical attractiveness. Be honest with yourself, guys. When you see a woman for the first time, you look to her and you say to yourself, with that girl, I want to do some things. And you're not looking to that girl like, will she have a good degree? Be honest with yourself, guys. So when we look to a woman, of course, again, it's interesting that she will have a good degree because that probably will say that she's an intelligent woman. And that also is important. But the first thing that we look at when we look at sexual market value, the value of a woman, we look to her beauty, how attractive she is, her physical attractiveness. Okay? So for a woman, how she views us, our sexual market value, is different. Because a woman, when she meets a guy, when she's on a date with a guy, she of course would be happy to be with a guy who looks good, who has good looks, who has some good physique. Those are the external things that a woman can see, your external value, the external value of a man on the outside. She can see that you have good looks. She can see that you have good physique. And maybe a little bit later, she can also see that you have money and status. Those are external things, okay? That's your external value. But more important, since a woman is a person who feels, she's an emotional being, so she feels more than we men do. She will feel the internal strength of this guy, the internal value, how strong he is on the inside. And internal value is things like confidence. Believe me, a woman can feel when a guy is confident in himself. The inner strength, how strong is he on the inside. Groundedness, on that date, he's grounded. He's strong. You can feel that he has emotional control over himself. He has emotional resilience. He carries himself with a lot of self-respect. And he has purpose. That, of course, she cannot see on that date, but with time, she will see that you're a man on his purpose, okay? And so that's how she views us. The first seconds and the first minutes, she will see the external value. Afterwards, she will see the internal value of that man. That's something that she sees later during the interaction or during dating with the guy, okay? But she can feel it pretty strong, but she can feel it pretty fast that you have also a lot of internal value. Okay? And so to go forward, the very important thing that you need to understand about hypergamy is a feeling, not a checklist. Okay? So since you know that women are emotional beings, they make decisions based on what they feel, based on their feelings. Okay? And so when you're that guy over here, you're a guy who has high SMV, the guy who is grounded, who is confident, who is masculine, who is calm, who knows himself. Okay? Those are things that she can feel. Okay? And because she can feel that he has those characteristics, she looks up to him. She feels an upward pull. Okay? And because of that, because she can feel an upward pull, she feels that he is higher in SMV than her. Hypergamy is satisfied. Her hypergamous nature is satisfied. She feels that upward pull, and hypergamy is satisfied. Okay, so that's the guy with high SMV. But of course, in modern dating, we have also guys with low SMV, with low sexual market value. And there's the guy over here with the sad face, of course, because he can't pull any women who are a 7 or an 8. He doesn't have the capacity to do it. Probably he's the simp. In modern dating, we call him the simp. Okay, he's needy, he's insecure, he's always approval seeking, he seeks validation, he has weak boundaries, he doesn't set any boundaries when he's with a woman, he lets women walk over him. He has no backbone. Okay, so that's the guy with low SMV. And of course, she can feel that guy with high SMV. She can feel that she's winning if she's with that guy, but she also can feel when a guy is low in SMV. Again, because a woman is an emotional being, she makes decisions based on what she feels. And believe me, man, a woman who is a 7 or an 8, in these modern days, she has a lot of experience because she has a lot of guys who are in her inbox, who are texting her, who she meets maybe. So she immediately can feel about the energy that this guy is low in SMV and this guy is high in SMV. But because she dates a guy who is low in SMV, she feels no upward pull. She looks down on him. She really feels that I'm better than this guy. She really looks down to him like this. Because she looks down to him, her hypergamous nature is not satisfied. And because of that, there is no attraction triggered. She feels no attraction. She feels no raw attraction for that guy. Why? Because he's doing all those unattractive things over here. Like I said, he's needy, he's insecure, he's approval and validation seeking, he has weak boundaries, and he has no backbone. Okay? Because of that, she cannot be attracted to that guy. Okay, he's always putting her on a pedestal, and she knows that, she feels that. You gotta be that guy over here who she's putting on a pedestal, who she views as attractive, who she feels that he has high SMV, high sexual market value. Okay? So the main note, or the most important note of this video is this. Her attraction rises when she feels, again, hypergamy is a feeling, when she feels you are higher in value, in sexual market value, than her. That's the moment her attraction rises. That's the moment she looks up to that guy. And that feeling, where she feels that she's winning, is hypergamy. Because hypergamy is a feeling. Okay? And so the reason why it's important that you arrived until this moment of the video is because you can be that guy over here who is high in SMV, and still not get this beautiful woman over here. Even when she feels she's winning, when she would be with a guy like you, when she would be with a guy who satisfies hypergamy to the best. Because guys, I don't want to brag, but I'm that guy who is very grounded. Since I dated 150 to 200 women, I am confident with beautiful women. I am masculine, I am very calm, and I know myself. Okay, I put the work in. Not to brag, but I put the work in. I have a good physique because I go to the gym 5 times a week. So also there, to have those external things, I put the work in. And these things over here, the internal traits, I also have them. So that's why I say that all those masculinity coaches and dating coaches that I followed, that I thought that, hey, if I'm doing all those things and satisfy hypergamy for this girl, I will always have those girls. I will always have those women. And then I realized it's not that easy. It's not that simple, okay? And that's why I'm here with this 3-part clarity series to tell you why you don't always will have the woman when she looks up to you, when you satisfy hypergamy. And that's the reason, guys, why we have the second video, avoidant attachment, and why women who are avoidant attachment oftentimes, almost always, will pull away instead of coming to you when you satisfy hypergamy to the best. That's it. I see you in video 2.